Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have a great rank game coming up for you tonight. Should be a fantastic one, both teams very well balanced. First map is going to be Hook 2024. We'll be getting started in just a little bit, don't go anywhere. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be getting started in just a little bit. The last of the players are just trickling. We're waiting on one more player. Should be a good one tonight. We're starting off on Hook. First objective is going to be the southeast objective by beaches, beach building. Very cap risk uplink. I'm not sure what the maximum cap distance is for this uplink. But I'll tell you what, it looks like you could definitely get it from second floor, first floor, and possibly even back next to the little boat outside the building. Let's get in there and take a look, shall we? Welcome, everybody. This is Hook. Teams have yet to be named because we have yet to have our kill leaders in the first round. We'll take a look at our top fraggers and name accordingly. This uplink is going to be high risk. Alright, so let's take a look here. My Hook experience is tragically small, so bear with me on my knowledge. But it looks like, from what I can tell, this whole area seems to be at cap risk. I'm not certain. Somebody correct me in the comments. But it looks like... Oh, you can't see what I'm... You can't see what I see. Because I have to make it so you can see what I see. There we go. Okay. Now that that's resolved. Now you can see it. All right. So this appears to be a cap risk position. Anywhere on the first floor, obviously, is a cap risk position, obviously next to Link. And there seems to be one more. Anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, but out on the outside, there might be another position just outside of the wall there. Not sure if you can send it, but it looks sure close enough. As we get ready for the first round, Wicked, Duncan, Aqua, Haley's, Mano versus... We have Blade, Soldier, Care, Antics, and there's one more. Where'd you go, buddy? Select Pie. Early Util comes out. Contest Antics and Soldiers. Antics nearly going down to a beautifully thrown grenade. Flashes go out. Does not catch anybody. Lots of counterplay. Haley pushing out. Oh, Hales. I'm sorry. My apologies for calling you Haley, but it just feels right. Soldier is going to take down Hay. Mano going down to Antics. Wicked last here to stop the push. Never mind. Duncan's got both. Duncan takes two. And Blade is going to take down Select Pie in the far distance. Looks like a team kill. Unfortunately, Wicked's going to swing out and take down Soldier. Swings out further into Care. Gets greedy and it gets punished for it. Care is going to slap Wicked down. There goes one. Mano in position to be able to be res. Should be confirmed by Care any minute now. If Care's willing to give away their position, which I imagine so for that confirm. That's going to be the position. That's the confirm. Aqua on Link. Our last player for Volk is way back. Duncan going for the full flank. Won't ever get a chance to catch Care. Is now sprinting back. They'd have to go full force sprint back to uplink in order to get there in time. So it's going to be a 1v1 between Care and Dr. Aqua. Care going into the line on Aqua. Watches for it, and that is going to be Aqua shutting it down. If Care had won that 1v1, Duncan was a 1, 2, 3, 4 second crash. As we're going to take a look and see who our top fraggers were. Peek behind the curtain. All right, it looks like Care getting 2 kills is going to be the hero of Marsoc. And Duncan is, in fact, the hero of Volk. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to change those names. Don't go anywhere. Flops. Now, faced with Rolly. There goes the knock. Gets another!
Chocolate pushing it. Perfect timing. Aztec did not spot him because he was staring up. Chocolate has made it all the way to the east roof.
Boy, he might get Aztec here, and he does. No? Yes. Yeah, 5 people. They're going to break down the ship. Luna takes down 2 right off the bat. What was that angle? Oh my goodness!
Aztec drop shots to this goal.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And that's the action right away. Hayes is going to take down Select Pie early. Shots coming out. Antics and Soldier have committed to the push on Beach. Nade, no hits. Soldier in position. Aqua in the far back. Wicked on the push-up. Hayes and Mano pushing from the backside. Gonna commit back to the team. A lot of long lines. Aqua's gonna push in on Soldier. Soldier just outside of Aqua here. Has no idea that he's even there. Soldier is going off of audio. Where are you, buddy? There he is. Oh, man. That is a wolf in sheep's clothing. He's waiting for a player to cross pass. Soldier. They go right over top. And does not have the line. Care gonna catch out. One. Aqua goes down. Hey. Not flashed by Soldier, who's gonna get cleaned up by Mano on a trade. That is a good trade in his case. Hey, he's trying to get that long range goal on Care, but Care is rotated off already. They got their pick and they are going to run away with it. Antics does not catch Hayes at the correct timing. Comes down to sheer blind luck on the side of Hayes. Wicked pushes up to that far side. We got 4 still up for Marsoc Cares. That's going to be the pick on Care from Hayes. Duncan Mavolkin only has 1 player left as Antics is going to go down to a trade. Blade on Link. Duncan smokes out Blade, rotates, second smoke. Blade commits to death. That is the right call. Death before cap. Blade goes all in. Marsoc Cares is going to take another round. As we get ready for the next uplink, let's take a trip. Yet another building. Who knew it? Go figure. This should be a good one, folks. Yet another higher risk once players get inside. The issue is getting inside. This is going to be the northwest building. A lot of interior spaces that we're going to have to worry about. If they can get there, it's pretty much over. You don't want to let players get this far away on Marsoc, so let's see how it goes. Marsoc Cares on defense, currently up 2-0. EU staying up for North America. I know. Shout out to the dedication of some of these EU players staying up till, what is it, 2, 3 in the morning to play these NA games. Duncan goes down to Select Pie early. Select Pie gets that long angle. Wicked makes it into the center house. Hayes gonna take down Antics. There goes another 1-for-1 trades. We have 4 up on both sides. Beautiful grenade. It was not cooked. That grenade had a chance to catch Care through the window, but there was no cooking done. That grenade was raw. Care going down anyway. Wicked, proving that the tar is mightier than the explosive. We're gonna have a lot of zoom outs because this is a lot of interior close quarters angles. My apologies in advance for anybody who gets a little motion sick. I've got you. I'll try and minimize it as much as possible. Hayes, Mano on those interior lines. Blade making that outside flank. Let's take a look at these angles. Soldier watching that cross over here. Wicked, lots of footsteps as he approaches. Checks tablet, that's not a friendly.
Yo, they're pushed up. They're pushed up. They're in the building in front of us.
That's the call outs right there. Soldier, warning. Players have pushed up on their position. They have to be careful. Wicked's going to take down Select Pie. Select Pie not heeding the warning. As let's take a look at that back line. We see Blade has flanked all the way to the far side. He's going to be coming up into Mano's line ever so soon as Soldier is going to take down Wicked. That's a big pick. Soldier's now in a great position. We head back on over to Blade, who has not approached into Mano because Mano has rotated away with all the action going on beach side. He's going to be watching beaches. Blade can slow push this way in. No footsteps as there goes Hayes. Gonna take down Hales. I can say the word, I promise. Hales is gonna get taken the takedown on the far side. Mano pushes out to Blade. Blade protecting himself from the upper angle. See what he sees. This is that protected angle. Mano has to commit to a higher angle if he's gonna catch a glimpse of Blade, which would force Mano to peek that way too aggressively. Blade doing a great job of cutting off the angles that he can be seen from. Footsteps. That is too many footsteps as Mano's going to hear those. That's the pushback. That's the head. He doesn't have the guaranteed shot. He's not going to take it unless he knows he can get the kill. Good trigger discipline. He still can't get a for sure kill. Blade being very, very patient with his trigger pulls. He knows the moment he fires, the entire team is going to start watching his angle. So unless he knows he can get that kill, there is no point to pulling that trigger. I respect it. Good play. Good play. Mano still going to be watching out here. As long as Blade doesn't make a single footstep, Mano will be a lamb to the slaughter from behind. That Mano's footstep or Blah's? Mano's. Blah. The big issue here is if Blah gets an angle he can get a pick from, he's going to end up needing to take the shot. And that's going to expose him to getting shot from right above because Blah knows he's there. This man is right here inside their line. They have no idea. Don't look at me, look at them. Stealthily making it past. Mano getting real antsy, starting to peek the interior lines now. But Blah's already made it past. This man is a ninja. That's the shot taken. Land of the slaughter. He's going to be in the back line now. Hayes and Dr. Aqua are going to be watching these lines now. Not expecting the backline push, but Hayes is going to hold the window and catch him off guard. That's that one shot. There is an argument to be made about not taking the shot there on Mano, simply so that no player knows that they're there and they can get that final cross to uplink without getting shot at in the back. It is, however, not what would be considered a safe push. Here, we'll take a look here. Oh no, we're going into the next round. Never mind, no time. But if they were holding that top angle, they would see the entire cross on the back line. So there's really no safe push that can be made without clearing out Mano. That pick was a good pick. The timing was good. It's just the excitement of having gotten that pick into the back line forced a early rush out rather than clearing more lines, more angles. A good showing from Blah and a great showing from Marsaw Cares. Really taking control of this map so far. Here comes the early lines. Antics, Soldier. First line is going to be Blah going down to Hayes. I don't know if the extra Y, the L, or the Q is keep throwing me off. Hay is going to take down another in the form of Antics going down. Select Pie takes a hit as well. Gets the res. That's both syringes gone. Hey, he's going to finish off Antics. Antics, thirsty for more, peeks back out and gets picked. Care, going to take down Wicked on the far side. However, Hay is going to get the immediate refrag. We're up 4-2 with 3 points ahead. Marsaw Cares might run away with this. Mano takes a shot, however, from Soldier. Something bit him. Select Pie is going to take down Hay. That is huge. However, Dr. Aqua is going to get the refrag. That means that there is only one player left, and they are within spitting distance of Link. Smokes are out on Link. Soldier, do something. Soldier gets picked off by Dr. Aqua. It does not result in a 5-point win, as Duncan was about to get the cap. Soldier had no chance at the end of that. Very well done. Marsaw Cares 4-0 on the first map. Very unlikely circumstance, considering the way the MMR system works. Players are usually paired with like-skilled players, so you don't often see a blowout. Very interesting. As we get ready for the next map. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the first round going to Marsaw Cares. We will be right back. But anyway, Link is hot and smokes are all over the place. This is where you want to be if you're AOW. OVL needs to make magic happen. Patrice, great utility, flashes potatoes, swings, gets taken out by Angel. Position to give callouts. Jay flashes Phenom here. Oh, he's going to slow push directly into him, and Phenom's going to clean him up. Smoke comes out from Elmo. Falls short. Antics on the roof. That's going to be a punish from Ringo as he's overextended to the roof. AK is going to get the refrag. Nicely done. Is AK watching it? No, he can't see. Zepon's in cap position. The smoke runs out. No! AK, take the shot. He can't see him. He takes down Timmy instead. No corner, takes two. Would have been legendary. Extra flash. Nobody's over there, but Phenom's going to use it to reposition. That could cost her. Rocket's got this angle. Phenom goes down. That's a beautiful grenade. They have 3 defenders to break in order to do that. Antics is going to come in any minute now. Here comes the cleanup. Timmy gets taken out by Jay. It's just Rango, and Antics is about to finish it. There is no way he's ready for this. There it is. Shot. Boom. There it is. Phenom now has to watch the back. He's going to swing in. Antics gets punished. There's the refrag. Jay still holding the angle. Phenom's going to go out. That's going to be another refrag. There it is. Just like that. Last player goes down. Yeah, no quarters has 1 player. Raging Moth 4 up on Marsoc round. Timmy needs to shut everything down by himself, and he has shot his weapon. He is exposed, and AK is going to take it down. We have confirmation. Next map is going to be Quarantine. Quarantine, a very long-range map with a lot of long angles combined with some Nova and Kami go down to Bubbly Toucan's positions Bubbly and Toucan cover. Now on link takes down another. Should be an interesting one. Take Any Kaz fans by of accident. That's a sniping push will out be flash. Catches longtime fans of TK. Quarantine. Rolly swings Has a wide. nice He's going to mixture punish him. of mid to long range, not as much close range, save for a select few areas. Let's come out over comms. Nova in position. A lot of heavy push up. There goes Kami taking out TK. Bubbly's about to push into Nova. Bubbly does get the refrag. Nova pushes out. Rolly pushes out. C4. Will he catch Fire Team on the inside? There's the U-tail. It bounces off the wall. I think that's a grenade. Teams have trickled in.
Oh,
We'll
it
be
only
getting started
takes
in a
Willie.
second now. Let's hop in. Quarantine, ladies and gentlemen. This is a map with very little instruction. This is a fan favorite. Those of you that don't know it as Quarantine probably know it as Q1. Burning building, center objective. Let's take a look here. We have Marsoc Cares. Gonna be coming up against Duncan Mavolkiner. On defense for Volk. Here comes the early rush. Looks like we got quick spawn. Here comes the gunfire real soon, real fast. As we see a long push out coming out from Soldier into Hospital, makes it in. KR nearly gets caught completely unawares by Hay. Takes a bullet for her troubles. You gotta be paying attention this early in the round. There's a quick spawn and it's dangerous. Wicked pushes up to the bottom of AC. Hayes goes out in the open, gets punished by Antics. Blade gonna take down Duncan. Wicked on the center push up. Blade has control of the backside. AC shots fired. Dr. Aqua coming from White Car. Gives the call out for the burning building player.
Hey, there's one also over here in the west.
Call outs coming out from Aqua on that west side player for Blade. Take a look back at Wicked's angle here, pushing up here. Long lines coming out far. What is that? Is that, doesn't matter as Select Pie's gonna push into Wicked. I'm glad I didn't look away. I would have missed it. Let's take a look at that angle over here. That's Mano in the back. Does not catch. He's all the way back at scaffolding. Gonna be an interesting flank. Could work out the way of Mano to shut down Burning. But with that Hospital player there, that is not gonna work out too well as Blade catches another. Look at this angle. Man is pushed out all the way to red scaffolding now and takes out Aqua in the back. As the shots come out, that's going to finish off the last player. Marsoc Cares takes the first round of Quarantine. That Hospital player, simply too much, going to shut down Mano on that push. into Tank Courtyard. Tank Courtyard, very exposed push unless you're going underground, and then that last bit of getting out of underground is very difficult. This cross is essentially no man's land. You're not making it without any sort of util. This right here looks like a short distance, but I'll tell you, from about here all the way down to about here is miles. This is such an exposed bit of track. You need to have smoke grenades to give you cover from these angles, or you're going to go down. As we get ready for the next round, here we go. Duncan and Vulcan are now on defense. Can they keep the Volk trades coming? Or is Marsoc Care is going to run away with it?
I don't think there's a good
Look at that immediate wide spread into a star pattern. Looks like we did not get quick spawn this time. It's going to be the Tank Courtyard spawn. Aqua, not on a heavy push out, but Mano is. Mano, this is a very risky push if they got the AC spawn, so he is going to watch and clear it. Good job. He's going to hold for AC and take his miracle. Great positioning from Mano. As Blade watches and clears as much as he can. Mano going to try and peek it. Could peek it at the wrong time.
Behind glass, he was peeking the little hole where the over bridge is at.
Mano able to see that little bit.
So they probably got like craters.
Peeks over top here.
North. No, right behind glass.
Calls out Blade, but Blade is no longer there. Tank Courtyard spawn is correct. Mano is going to give the correct call out. Antics and Soldier in position.
Oh, don't worry, I know.
Duncan going to be in a great position on Hospital to shut down this push. Let's see if they can make anything happen. Antics peeking up. Aqua at rebar. Will catch the top of Antics' head if they're not careful, especially with Duncan in the backside. Antics deciding no, he does not want any part of that. That is too risky of a peek. Honestly, a good decision. As we see the long line coming out from center. That is going to be Soldier on this back line. Are they going to be able to pick anything off? Let's take a look. Soldier has eyes on rebar. That's where Aqua is. Could get the pick on Aqua. That'll be huge for Duncan.
He just shot. I heard him.
Shots coming out back and forth from Impact. Shots coming out from Mano. And Wicked almost catches one. Looks like a bullet managed to land. There was a very target-rich environment there. Wicked flashing around the corner just to make sure nobody can really push up on him. Late grenade, once again, not cooked, does not catch anybody. Wicked, we need to have a talk about cooking grenades. Shots coming out. Does take a hit into Blade. Blade and Select Pie stuck in the backside of Tank Courtyard. In fact, all of Marsoc Care is still up, but unable to get past this entire box. Not a single player has made it out of the courtyard. They're hoping for a pick first. That could be the pick they need. Antics gonna take down Hay. Aqua gets the refrag onto Soldier. Antics nearly going down to a grenade. And there's going to be the finish from Aqua. Duncan not even needing to peek out really yet. Speaking of peeking out, Duncan's going to take another in the form of Care. The whole team just unable to get out of the courtyard. Wicked's going to finish off Select Pie. Blah takes shots. He's exposed. And that is going to be the punish. Sure. That is going to be the punish from Duncan. As they take the Volk round. We're trading Volks, baby. Let's go. Next objective is going to be Crash Site. No, it's going to be Western Hescos. That is an interesting one. Western Hescos is a game of finish lines. Essentially, if you can make it to the Hescos on Marsoc, you straight up win. There is just mountains of cover. However, getting there requires getting across a major no man's land. Quick spawn, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that means? Early game. Are they going to watch the lines? That is going to be the southern spawn. Volk and Marsoc will come together and reach each other right about at the gas station line. Select Pie is going to be the hero for Marsoc Cares, pushing out into gas station control. No, he's going to live at Hesco's. No heavy contest. Besides Blade pushing out very openly. Mano is at the correct time to be able to punish Blade from the ambulance. However, is going to play it careful and cautious and safe. Duncan pushing to second floor. Hey, holding at the backside. Wicked just outside. Let's take a look from their point of view. Looking at the roof. Let's get this angle here. Aqua hoping to catch a pick at Burning before moving up. Hey, same thing. So I'm seeing a bit of a trend here. Both teams getting up into position early and then getting stagnant, stuck in place. I see shots coming out. Does not get the pick. Blade has a nice angle. Wicked's about to go into the line of care. Wicked's doing this really exposed. This is overly brave. Lay down. Law is going to get the easy punish on Wicked. Wicked just exposed in the open. Could have died to Burning. Could have died to the center. Could have died to Rebar. Could have died to Crash Site.
We got somebody in gas station.
Highly risky. Hoping for the high reward to get that cross. Law is going to punish. Duncan now down to 4 players. Aqua in position. Hey in position. We got Aqua, Hay, and Mano with Duncan in the back line. The entire team, much like Marsoc Cares in the last round, is completely locked in to Hospital and now stuck here until they can get picks. The problem, all of Volk is currently not exposing anything. So there's no picks to be had. Save for Select Pie on the far side, but he's only a peeking very occasionally, as one should. Hayes on the top side. He's going to take down Blade, who did take a shot at a friendly down below. Aqua nearly getting picked. Aqua baiting the shots out. No, Mano is the one that took the bullets. Shots coming out long, super long from Soldier. Top of plane. Smokes come out. That's not going to do anything. Hayes trying to get the shot. Care, watching that angle, could shoot out Hayes here while trying to take down Soldier. Is that a grenade? Well, hello there, Antics. Antics gets the flank. Grenade takes down Hayes. Antics takes down another. He's going in for more. Gets greedy. That's going to be a potential res from Aqua after getting that refrag onto Hayes.
We got the flanker. Is that the plane? Can I come get you?
Yeah, you can.
That was a very surprising flank, even catching the caster off guard. Beautifully thrown grenade, cooked flawlessly, I think. I think there was a bit of delay after it landed where everybody was like, what was that? However, very high effectiveness. Taking that pick.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Could have used another.
You need smoke? Oh no. Oh no.
Hayes going down off the drop.
Alright.
Hardcore is not funny.
That is slightly too tall to be falling off of. We still have Select Pie on the backside, and he's holding the line now.
I'll be the beach.
Hayes crosses, Select Pie doesn't catch. Aqua crosses, Select Pie does not have the angle at the correct time, which is understandable. That is a late game angle. You do not want to lose your Hesco player on this uplink. Hayes about to cross into Care's line right there. Care punishes. Been watching that line the whole game. Finally gets that value. What is that second line in the back? Tell me that's the Select Pie. Okay. Aqua, last of the Hospital players. still have their teammate alive in the form of Mano. Select Pie has the angle. Soldier is going to take down Mano. Aqua unable to punish, and Select Pie is going to get that peek up, get that pick. And there goes another Volk round. We trading Volks today. Hesco's objective. Volks 1-for-1s. This is going to come down to who can win a Marsoc round on Quarantine. Let's hear those bets below. Who thinks which team is going to take a Marsoc round first? So far, I've seen both teams kind of stagnating on their Marsoc, getting into position, and then just unable to get the picks and unable to move forward, just stuck in place. So honestly, it's anybody's game. We've got a fair group going on right now. I'm seeing a lot of love in the chat. Hello, guys. Hello and welcome. We hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. We've got some action going on tonight. Esco objective. Roles are reversed. Duncan and Hayes contesting for quick spawn. This is going to be north spawn instead for Marsoc. Wicked's going to be the first to engage. Going into crash site. The rest of Marsoc already in. Duncan goes down to Blah. Hayes takes a bullet in the process. Trying to get to hospital. Duncan goes down.
One's in the back.
Soldier and Antics right outside of Wicked.
One's in the back.
Wicked now on slow walk mode. Can't give away that there is a defensive player in here. Losing crash site on this objective is very dangerous. Unfortunately, only one player here. Wicked's going to have to get a lot of value out of this life. Shots coming out from Antics. Wicked's going to use it. Going to use the bullets to mask his push-up on the flank. This could be huge. Antics, down. Care, down. That's 2. Soldier has to clear out Wicked, and as long as Wicked is here, the rest of the team can't push. Wicked goes out for Select Pie. Need to slow down. You're going to fizzle out. There it goes. Wicked going down to Blah, but Aqua is going to take down Soldier, leaving Marsoc with only one player left. Blah takes down another. Blah, the only one playing patient on AC, manages to get several picks this round. I think he's the only one with kills this round, as the entirety of the rest of his team has been wiped out on crash site. Wicked got massive value out of that flank. However, with Blah still up, the last 2 players, Aqua and Mano, have to make their lives count. They cannot afford to overpeak and go down to Blah the same way the rest of the team has. Double checking code. Has to do it now as opposed to next to the uplink. Lade now has a long way to go. Has cleared out most of the players rotating to hospital, so he does know that hospital is most likely clear. Technically, a player could have pushed while he was making this approach, but it is very unlikely that a player would make such a silly approach during that time frame. Still going to check it just in case. 3 minutes on the clock, plenty of time. This is what I mean. Had Wicked stayed alive on crash site, then Blah could not make this approach safely. He'd have to keep watching his back over on crash site, expecting Wicked to be there. Sometimes the greatest value in a player is simply being alive in a position that burns time. Crash site is one of those positions. As long as a bulk is in crash site, there's no pushing past it, lest you expect to get shot in the back. Lade now makes it to the second story of Impact. Mano on that back line. I love that angle from Mano. It is just niche enough to be really dangerous. Not often expected, and it has a great line to the last crash of uplink, save for what Aqua Fighter is holding. Aqua holding the conservative line towards gas station. That's the correct call. Mano's got your back. No need to watch the other line. Law's going to push up. Minute 51 of the clock. He is now getting close to the finish line. Utility smokes the Heskos themselves. What you want to do is smoke the approach to the Heskos. The Heskos themselves are plenty of cover. Mano flashes out into dunes just in case. Oh, he's going to commit. No, that's an overcommit. Block and catch you here. Mano swings out. Blah nearly takes him out for it. However, that bullet is going to give away to Aqua. That's the noise from the drop. Aqua and Mano both watching the line. Blah needs to clear up. Mano first. Aqua can swing while he's paying attention. There it goes. Mano taking down Blade despite having Peeker's disadvantage. Very nicely done. Duncan takes another Volk round. We're trading Volks. What a round. Wicked getting massive value out of that push-up. And then Blade getting nearly every pick, including Mano, almost catching Mano unawares. That would have put the final player at a severe disadvantage. I thought if there was any Marsoc round to win, that was the one. As we get ready for two-story objective. Two-story is, it's an interesting one. Let's get a little bit of camera action on the bottom here, because there's a cap position on the bottom here. As we get ready for it, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, two-story. Love to see it. I'm seeing some chat about the team names. Yeah, they can be a little confusing. The team itself has the Volker Marsoc start built into it, since the team names themselves are usually pretty simplified. Seeing the Volk team have Marsoc in their name and the Marsoc team had Volk in their name, that's fair. I mean, I'm not going to change it because I'm lazy, but that's fair. We see the push-up into Tank Courtyard. Antics is going to play the parking garage. We have 1, 2, 3 pushing Hospital with a double push into AC. Duncan pushing to the second floor immediately. That's going to matter. Aqua and Wicked in position. Let's take a look at the rest of the team on the far side over here. Hey, has made it to AC. We've got a perfect pincer split. They're going to try and crossfire here onto Tank Courtyard. Antics. Sitting duck. Duncan's going to take him down. If he didn't, Hayes would have. Hayes, a very exposed head, looking for potential picks. Select Pie, shots fired, gonna take down Wicked.
Jeep on south, behind Jeep on south on the rock.
Only a down, he is not fully finished. There goes the confirm. No confirm.
I'm not sure if I got him, I don't think I did.
There we go. Select Pie, not sure if it's a full kill, and he's correct. Is he visible? Shots come out from Hospital. I don't think he's quite visible for Select Pie to finish. That could end up mattering late into the game.
Smoke before crossing right off, yeah.
Great callouts coming out from Wicked. Select Pie unable to finish. That's going to be a great position to be able to give callouts, as Aqua is going to make that rotation. Duncan needs those lines. Over here, Duncan not able to get a pick. There goes the smoke. Free fire catches them both. Select Pie accidentally confirming. Turning Wicked into bait as Aqua goes down. Duncan
What's first story OBJ?
unable to punish. Care playing such a... Oh, never mind. I was going to say such a passive and careful line, but they are very clearly exposed on that cross. All came down to timing. If Duncan had been looking at that moment, Care would have been good as gone. Look at this line from Mano. Mano's pushed up very far now. Let's take a look over there. Mano made it very far up, as well as Hay. Good timing. 2 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock, and they are now close to finish. Fortunately, this is not the dumpster objective. This is two-story, so there's still quite a ways to go. Blade will hear footsteps from Hay. Yep, that's the check from Blade. Let's get that angle here. As there goes the push from Mano. Blade takes the shots, doesn't catch him. Swings out further, but he's hidden. Smokes himself for the cross.
One more near me.
Beautiful use of smoke, not only to cross between the two, but then to throw the smoke up to get further. An extra smoke comes out. Mano now piggybacking the smokes. Soldier's going to take down Duncan, however. At Tank Courtyard, Mano's going to use his smoke to hard push. Haley pushing out Blind. Blah is going to throw a smoke out towards Haley. She's going to use that smoke to smoke out Blah's line. Mano makes it in. That was very considerate of Blah to gift a smoke to Volk. Oh, but they're going to pick off Mano through the wall. That's the second time today Mano's been shot through a wall. This poor, poor man. Hayes pushes up, gets Soldier. Mano finished through the wall. Hayes going to peek out, take the shots. Blade goes down. Select Pie goes up to two-story. Goes down. What a flick. Hey, takes another. Care is going to say, heck no, we're done with that. We're trading Volks today. Care shuts down the final player, and that is going to be the Volk win. Marsa Cares takes another round. What a round. I did not expect that. Between the gifted smoke, the pick through the wall, and then the final flick. Care really shutting down that player. I mean, that's just adrenaline right there. Once adrenaline starts running through you, you can't help it. As we get ready for the next Volk round, we're trading Volks back to back. I'm expecting a 3-4 game. It all comes down to who can win a Marsoc round, quite literally. Duncan Mavolkiner is going to have to win a Marsoc at some point. There's no question. They will lose if they go to Volk trades. Now the question is, will they be able to get a cap here? Or will they get their Marsoc round and then go for Volk? Cares only needs one more to end the map. So we get ready. Looks like they're taking a little extra time in 10. Let's take a look at the scoreboard here while we're at it. Oh, we've got a player that's dipped out. We're looking to replace them back in. Currently, your top fragger is Blade with 7 and 4, getting nearly a full wipe on one of the rounds on AC. Currently putting in a lot of work. Followed closely by Select Pie, Wicked, and Hay. Overall, everybody's putting the work in. Everybody's pulling their weight. You'll love to see it. I still feel bad. Poor Mano has been shot through a wall twice today. If you guys were around for the earlier game, we had another game where Mano was participating and was shot through the floor. The man has some big feet clipping through the walls. As we get ready for the next round, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Killbox Mob's ability to take control. So long as Killbox can keep control of that guard tower, and speak of the devil, there goes Bubbly Toucan. That's going to cost them. Util Flashes Ringo. Nolo's going to use it to reposition. 1,000, 2 1,000. Ringo's no. All right, told you we'd be right back. It looks like we had a bit of a dropout from Aqua. Aqua is back and ready to roll. Duncan on the push out. Looks like we have a similar spawn in the south. No push to north this time, however. Shots coming out early. Who even was that? Blah on the far side of road, trying to stop the road cross into south. Did not get the pick. Shots coming out from Soldiers. Gonna take down Hay. Almost takes another.
How did none of those hit him? One's in North Courtyard. How the fuck did he make it? Just mag dumped and missed every shot.
Call outs come out for that courtyard cross from Hay. Hay makes it to AC.
There's one.
Hay now going to be directly contesting to Soldier. Law's going to have that back line, however. Will they be visible? That is the question as explosives come out in the center. Law is going to be a sitting duck if Hay pushes up far enough. Rest in peace, Blah. Hay is going to get them cleared out. The Marsoc push now has 4 players left. Hayes has this long line. Let's head out into the dunes and take a look. Shots come out from Select Pie. Gonna take down Wicked.
One south by rock.
Evening up to 4-4. Select Pie trying to get a shot onto 2-story, taking those shots just in case. Aqua nowhere near that edge. However, look at how close the players are for Marsoc. Good God, they're right at the finish line. Great googly moogly. Antics Riot Shield, not a common pick. Gonna be exposed to Duncan, however. Duncan's gonna be able to shut them down if Aqua doesn't first. There it is. As Hayes is gonna take down Soldier as well. Soldier lost on AC. That AC position is such an anathema to hospital. I almost said horseshoe. A hospital. Putting them at a big disadvantage. Duncan has the final line. Care can't cross unless Duncan or Aqua go down. One or the other has to happen. Speaking of Care, his final teammate besides is going to be Select Pie, but he's all the way back at hospital trying to deal with AC. That is not going to be ideal for the Marsoc. Care is going to be the final hope here. Aqua is going to cut that hope short.
I can't confirm though.
Good call-outs coming out as gunfire comes out from Select Pie trying to get rid of AC. Select Pie has a monumental task ahead of them. Two minutes and 30 on the clock is not enough time when you're this far away, but they cannot cross as long as AC exists. Mano goes down to Select Pie. It seems like Select Pie's only opportunity is for the entirety of the Volt team to just overextend. As Select Pie is trying to get that pick on AC. Oh, here we go, folks. He's going to recognize that there is not enough time left to sit here and try and pick them off. And this is what I mean about having a player up. So long as Hayes is alive, AC is a problem in Select Pie's mind, so he has to be careful on this cross. Hayes, however, has taken this opportunity to crash into Burning and try and get that ulterior line to Dunes, and that is going to be the worst possible timing as Hayes made it to the second floor, is going to watch that line, and could catch Select Pie on the cross. Select Pie makes it. 1 minute 11 on the clock. Has to clear Duncan, Aqua, and if you can believe it, still has to clear Hay because that burning building will have a line. Let's take a look over there. No, what is that? No! You had so much to live for. Why? Select Pie primes a grenade and misthrows, drops it at his feet. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once you pull the pin on Mr. Grenade is no longer your friend. What an unfortunate end to that round. The good news being for Cares is you still have the Volk advantage, meaning if we continue trading Volk rounds like we have been, this is going to go the way of Cares. However, Duncan has a big advantage. This is Tank Courtyard. Tank Courtyard is a massively Marsoc favored objective. It's going to come down to timing. Can they get it done? What do you guys think in the chat? I'm genuinely curious. Can we get some, let me know down below if you guys like the team names with the player mixed in with the side they started on, or if you just prefer the player itself with a bit of a pun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like it is the good spawn for Duncan. Oh, we got to take a look over here. They got the best possible spawn. If anybody's going to win a Marsoc round on quarantine, it's this situation right here. That's a 2-2 split. Sorry, 2-3 split. Nobody watches the road cross. So Volk will be able to cross into the south to contest. Wicked straight at the uplink. Util down below. Lade sees it, reacts, has time to check his watch, then walks away before it explodes. You have to cook your grenades. Smoke comes out, gonna cut down Blade's line. However, Blah might have some utility on his chest. Antics is gonna take down 2. Down and a kill. As Blah is gonna push up. That is an AK in hand, so it is not C4. Gonna throw smoke off Link, or attempt to. Sir, that is an M203. You cannot grab it. It has embedded itself. Care. At corner tank, Blah has the opposite tank. Nobody has managed to push Tank Courtyard proper. So what are the lines? No backside. No 3-story. Soldier in a good position for contesting burning building, and Select Pie playing 2-story. Mayno is going to take down Antics. That's a punish. 4 and 4. Aqua in position at hospital, playing the bottom side instead. Does not want to get exposed. Mayno playing nose wing, plain nose. Uncommon angle could catch somebody by surprise. Forgive me for spinning around so much. I'm just so confused as to what the play here is from Marsoc. Duncan's going to push into the back and take down Select Pie. Select Pie caught off guard. That's going to be a down, however. Information's still going to call out, but this back flank from Duncan is going to be huge. Shots go out. Care onto Aqua. This is going to be a waiting game between the two of them. As we head back out to 3-story, Duncan is now taking control of 3-story. Trying to get a pick from back there. Not sure if you're going to see any players, as Soldier is going to take down Wicked. Shots coming out from Care, trying to take down Aqua. Now their line's been smoked out. LMG, and there it is. Aqua's going to take down Care. Mayno takes down Soldier. This is the Marsoc round. This is the uplink. It's smoked. Push. That's going to be the refrag coming out from Duncan. That last 3-story ended up mattering as they're going to punish and get a refrag for Care. And just like that, Marsaw Cares is going to take map 1 and map 2. Are we going to play map 3 for the funs of it? Or do we call it here? I imagine since this is MMR based, we still get to play one more map. I'll find out in the background and we'll be back. Hopefully for one more map. We'll see. Fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Flash doesn't seem to catch Nolo. Might have caught him. He's going to reflash. Ringo's blind. Nolo has no idea he's there. There goes Ringo like a snake. You betcha, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, that looks ugly. Hold on. Yes, we will be going to Subway. Money at their My apologies for the fund their parents messy scene behind curtain intent there.
Select buy. He's going to take down Shinobi.
For those of you that have never played
that is
Onward,
forever.
First off, thank you and welcome. It's good to see
Gonna
you.
be stuck
Yeah,
in
this
that
is
clip.
virtual reality.
Talking
Yeah, it's
about
awesome.
Batman. You got to be quicker than that.
That is the
Oh.
tent that players see in between rounds, where they get to decide and decompress and plan their next strategy. Peas.
Here comes the
Alright,
push
ladies and
out.
gentlemen. Let's get these teammates
Beautiful
sorted.
utility.
That catches him completely off guard. He's going for it. He's flash 1, flash 2. He's going for it. What is this man on? Can't back off because of this. There goes 1. Ring Monster goes down. Peas is going to overextend. He's doing it blind. Grenade. There goes Nolo. Side. Ringo's just holding at the door, I think with a knife. He's in the smoke. All right, ladies and gentlemen, round 1 of Subway. We got North Stairs spawn. Wicked is the one pushing. Oh, we caught up just in time to catch the action. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 players pushing north. Not orthodox in the least bit. With Blade pushing towards Horseshoe. No, not even. Aid comes out from Wicked. Wicked, just hold it in your hand. 2 seconds. Please. That's the refrag. That is how you cook it. Antics pushing up with the riot shield. Hayes. Sounds like there was a util prepped. Yep, there it is. That's smoke. It's going to smoke up above, but it does not land low enough to slow anybody down. Flash comes out. Wicked blind. Wicked swings blind anyway. He does take down the riot shield, however. While blind, impressive. That's going to be the trade as Hay comes out and takes down Select Pie. No refrag. Soldier, swing. Hay goes down to Care. Refrag. Grenade comes out, clears out the backside of Garbage. That might not have cleared it, but there were no players there anyway. As we see in the back, Blade is making their way downtown, walking fast. Faces are past and we're homebound. Let's take a look. Blah has made it to the alley. This is going to be magical if the timing works out. Care gets taken down. Mano in position. Soldier has the riot shield. It's going to go back and forth between Soldier here. Can Soldier pull enough attention off of Uplink that Block can come in and clean up? Soldier sets up riot shield. That's a grenade. Shots come out from Mano. Soldier punishes. Blade on the far side. Right back on Link as Blah gets ready to make his push. Soldier in position, just trying to pull attention. Bullets draw vision. Let's see if Soldier times it right. Blah making his push. Back to Soldier. Duncan going for the far flank. This is his chance. No, he's not going to commit. He's realized that is a risky push. He's going to come back. All Soldier needs to do is pull attention And that is not going to happen as Blade goes down to Aqua. Aqua shuts it down.
I got maintenance.
Callouts coming out as Duncan holds Soldier, pushing up with that riot shield. Makes the footsteps. It's going to go real slow now. There was a bunch of utility on bodies behind him. It looks like he has potentially not collected any of it. We got nothing on chest. Very disappointing as there are 3 Marsocs and 2 Volks worth of utility back there. Duncan, quick peek, Soldier. He knows he's there. He's going to give the callouts to Aqua. Their kill count should be correct-ish. I'm not sure if they know how many went down on North Stairs. Duncan trying to bait the shots out. Doesn't know if Soldier has the line. He does. He's going to sit and wait for 2 minutes straight. And the whole time he's going to be puckered up. He's ready.
That hurt, didn't it?
Not sure if Duncan took a hit there. Soldier and Duncan stuck back to back. Even if Soldier makes it up, Aqua still has that interior line. Why do you gotta be so far up on the wall? I can't get anything photogenic out of this. This is the best I got. Soldier at the ready. Can he catch Duncan getting too peaky, quite literally on a quick peek? Time is running short. 1 minute left.
Yeah, whatever.
It's pushing up, setting up, waiting. Pushing up, setting up, waiting. This is like a chess game with guns. Duncan peeks out. Soldier takes the shot. 30-second warning going off. Soldier could get within cap range technically, but not without getting shot out by Aqua on the far side. There's the commit. And there's the punish. All of that just to get shot by Aqua in the end. That is going to be Duncan taking the first round. Yes, I changed the team names so it'd be less confusing. Shoutouts to Fen6901 in chat for saying that the team names were confusing. We did it just for you. As We Cares is going to be switching gears back into the Volk side now. And Duncan, it takes their first round. Let's hear some predictions now. Will Duncan it take Subway? They're already 1 up. We've seen a lot of Volk trades, however. It looks like we have again North Stair spawn. Assume the position. Right here. This is where half of the things will go down. Shots come out. 3 going up North Stairs. Angel Fighter is going to push to South Stairs. And it looks like Mayno's pushing to Underground. Nix that. He's going Horseshoe. Nope, that's Underground. Okay. He is going deep underground. Hayes, they've already pushed way up into North Stairs. Almost catches Antic. Select Pie, punish. Select Pie standing on a box to peek over the top of that. As Duncan's making the push. Shots coming out from Select. Duncan makes it to within cap spot. Yuto comes out from Duncan, smokes out further. He can cap from right here. Select Pie pushes in. Throws the smoke off Link right next to Duncan. The poor man gets exposed. Select Pie took his cover off right before taking the shot. Was on uplink. Wicked just outside. Might be out of view, so Mano has no chance of getting there in time to be able to help. This all happened way too fast. Blew their load way too early. Wicked's going to punish Antics, but Select Pie's ready just outside. Wicked, you'll need to hold. Give Mano a chance to push. Select Pie swings out, takes down Wicked, and now poor Mano's by himself. And Soldier's going to punish him on the back alley, and it is not going to matter. We're trading to Volks again. Cares takes their Volk round. We're going to North Stairs next. Let's take a trip. Wait. There we go. Actually, we could probably just chill here, because this is where North Stairs happens anyway. North Stairs objective on Subway. Here we go. The objective is officially by the turnstiles here. High risk position. Caps are a big thing here. Let's see if we can get both cap positions in camera here. The main things you're going to see in competitive play is you're going to see players that capture the objective in this box, and you're going to see players that capture the objective in this box. Those are the two high-risk areas that you need to watch out for. As we get ready for the next round, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how well we can follow these players up the stairs, because you know at least one player is doing it. Hey, Wicked, Aqua, Mano. We got one watching the platform, the form of a soldier. Hayes and Wicked committing deep. This could be an overcommit. Flash catches Hayes. Counter flash from Hay. Second flash hit Hay again. Wicked in position. No grenades. Lots and lots of flash. Lots and lots of blind players. Hay and Wicked are way overcommitted and exposed. One flash catches them both. Wicked is at a C4 setting up. No. Hey, any C4? No. Antics potentially picked. Hey, back off. Grenade from Antics going to take him down, and a counter grenade from Hay is going to take down two. Wicked brings him back up. Care going in for the res. Hay swings. Confirms. Two grenades, equating to only one kill despite 3 downs. Insanity. Antics and Hay back and back. Shots back and forth. Commit. Hayes gonna take down Care. That grenade landing just too high, unfortunately. Trade comes out. Antics and Hay go down. Select Pie pushing off the flash. Wicked could be getting their vision back. No. Two players, Blah and Select Pie, make it in. Mano goes down, playing that same cheeky spot from earlier, except this time behind a wall. Blah and Select are just going for it raw. No coverage, no smoke. Don't know what the plan was there. Aqua and Mano both take the shot and clear him out.
Not on my watch.
Aqua, excited about that finish, stopping that final line. Not sure what the plan was on that final push. Ordinarily, you would see that players go for that cap position that we talked about earlier inside this back box. But typically, this whole section is occluded by smoke, making this much safer. I don't know what the plan of going in raw was. There's the smoke. See, that's Select Pie doing it correctly. Now Aqua has to reposition, which puts her at exposed and puts Duncan in a bad position. He has to overextend. He's going to take the smoke away.
Oh yeah,
Feels like a child being punished. Select Pie drops a shield down at the top of the stairs and is now head peeking it very nicely. No need for cover. I brought my own, thank you.
Behind him.
Aqua calling out a phantom that doesn't exist. Select Pie's the last one. Oh, that's the utility. She's cooking. And there it is. Nope, Select Pie It does not reach. It's underthrown. At least it had some cook to it.
He's in the corner.
Select Pie is going to punish Aqua Fighter for getting too many peeks in there, as Duncan is going to get punished as well. Select Pie taking another, and that's a Marsoc win, ladies and gentlemen. We are not trading Marsocs again. We're not trading Volks again. Cares takes a round on Marsoc. And that is going to be your North Stairs objective. Let's see where we're headed next. Oh my goodness. The last two fights on Lanterns happened in North Stairs, and I thought we'd already done this objective. Forgive me. Duncan's still going to get an opportunity to make the push on this objective. I feel like we've been hanging out on this north stairwell for the entire map. Here comes the next round.
Stop for 2 a.m. man. I get there.
There's the push-up.
Don't stagger, don't stab.
1, 2, 3.
Up to 2 a.m.
Here we go. Beautiful flash. Fantastic grenade. Overthrown flash. Hey, pushes up and there's nobody there, but there's the flash at the back. Hey, gets blinded and backs off. Their danger close is dangerously close. One grenade can take them both out. Lots of pre-fire. Select Pie is going to punish Hey.
What happened?
Hey, does get a bullet off Select Pie, getting finished off. Mano getting in on that kill. Flashes and grenades everywhere. Aqua is just going to push up. That's the finish from the grenade. Antics pushes up. Soldier right behind. And just like that, the entirety of the North push is now dead. That is clear. Antics going to push up to confirm. Swings it wide. Sees nobody left. Now, there could be a player in that back cubby. Antics does not know.
I'm above.
Otherwise, though, they've cleared it out pretty well. Mano pushing up into that stairwell. He's going to be the next on Link. Question becomes, did a player get committed to watching the platform? The answer, no. Wait, yes. Where are they? No, that's Blah up top. Nobody is covering this platform. Mano can get this final push. That is not ideal for Cares. Speaking of, that's going to be the shot. Antics, Duncan on the backside. Sorry about looking away at the worst possible moment.
What kind of shit is that? What the fuck?
Mano
And the shit boot me loud.
has just turned into Crab. His final evolution. Shots coming out from Duncan as Mano disconnects. Got into position, got a pick. He was in the best possible position and now has disconnected. Ladies and gentlemen, what a heartbreaker. Duncan is surrounded by Blade at Horseshoe. The good news for Duncan, he does have 3 minutes and 30 on the clock, but Blade's called out that he's at Horseshoe. The entirety of Cares has rotated to control it. Blah is going to overcommit. Duncan could get this line. Oh, Blah getting very lucky.
Nice.
Takes a bullet to the shoulder instead.
God, appreciate that.
Blade going to pull his own Rambo moment later. He's going to pull it out with a hot knife
I have a feeling that's 0 too.
by a campfire.
Shot me.
Shirtless.
So rude.
Let me know down below. You guys a fan of the Rambo movies? I freaking love those things. I know they're cheesy, but everything was cheesy back then. They were awesome. And I like Sylvester Stallone.
Come on, Blade. I know you're there.
I knew it was 0. I knew it was you, motherfucker. God damn it. I knew it. Flash myself.
Duncan holding for Blah. As long as Blah doesn't peek, Duncan has to waste the entire round. And it seems Blah knows it. He's not going to commit. We look back on the platform. Duncan swings. He's going to He's going to clear out Blah. That's going to give him a chance. Soldier goes back up to the top of the stairs. Maybe to go get an accurate kill count off of the bodies or to get some more utility. But that's going to leave Care by herself to defend. It's going to make Duncan not entirely out of it. Soldier, yep, back on Link. Looks like he did get a resupply and a bit of knowledge. Utility at the ready. Smokes. Smokes again. The correct amount of smoke. Soldier pushes up. Gets that little speck of a line and shuts him down. Care could have been exposed there while throwing the smoke off. Luckily, it does work out. She does have Soldier to watch her back. As we get ready for the next round, it is going to be... Is that platform? Tell me it's not platform. Say it ain't so. Platform. Ladies and gentlemen, platform on Subway has a very notorious position to cap from. And if you're not watching it, even the best of players can get caught off by it. And it's this box back here. If a player makes it there and you don't have anybody watching this line or this line, you just lose. Full stop. All right, let's get ready for the action. I feel like this one's more fun to watch from the Marsoc side, so let's get over there.
Oh my gosh, I got stuck on the wall.
Gosh, my fucking FPS dropped to shit.
All right, here we go. Any contest? Wicked's going to be the one at the top. He is going to push down. Utility across. Select Pie in position. Great grenade. Does not catch, though. It's going to be a little early. Select Pie pushes around the backside. Wicked's going to back off. Mano on the far side. Going to be dangerous. Oh, Mano slow pushing instead of playing at barrels. Needs to keep that gun up. Blah goes down. Gets his one. Is he going to take his one and leave, or is he going to stick around? Marsoc not even sure whether or not that was a team kill. As Mano gets that pick, Soldier is going to watch that line, so Mano can't escape even if he wanted to now. He has committed to being a thorn in the side of the Marsoc push. But that is going to give Wicked just the right amount of pressure he needs so that they can't push out on him. Antics is doing it anyway. Makes it to the top of the stairs. Trying to pistol around the corner. Hey, right around the corner along with Wicked. They aren't contesting him as Select Pie is going to shut down Mano. That is very disadvantageous for Duncan as they needed that kind of pressure into the bottom. Without that pressure, that is going to be massive.
I believe in God now.
I am good, that's fine.
You just levitated down the stairs. We're crazy.
Let's do this.
Select Pie and Soldier are in a really good position now. Aqua's on the far side, I believe, at Horseshoe. So many... The night vision goggles. Why? Why are they like this? No, Aqua does have a unique line, playing instead the main platform line. Usually not really covering anything until it's too late. You really have some tight angles. Soldier's going to take down Wicked, however, underneath. Massive for the push. Hey. Gonna take the trade on Soldier. Karen Antics have complete control of Underground. That is ideal for that team. Aqua now has to reposition to the tracks. Good reposition, however. I like this. This is a good reposition as Select Pie is going to take down Duncan. She's the last up. Oh. Okay. It's last round anyway. You get capped on, you get capped on. Aqua's going to need to clear out every single player. It is a 1 versus 3, That being said, it is not entirely undoable. And also, because Select Pie and Care are underground, it does mean that they have to push across the platform before they even get a shot on Aqua. Believe it or not, this is Aqua's best chance at catching this win because they have the ability to catch the cross on the northern side of the platform and the access tunnel. And if there is a player on the south side pushing up those stairwells, they'll have to cross Aqua's line. This is, unfortunately, the best Aqua can do. Is it ideal to watch these two lines at the same time? Absolutely not. But it is much better than it could be on this objective. Select Pie is going to push up. He is going to check this corner carefully. Will Aqua have the advantage from being low, quiet, and dark in the corner? Or will Select Pie get that pre-fire and clear out this map? Down to the wire now. Aqua can't afford to not watch the platform and get capped on, but still has to be wary of that far side. Shot comes out from, I think, Antics or Care. That's going to be huge. Excessive shots to try and cover. That's going to put Aqua looking the wrong way. Select Pie! She catches him! It ain't over, folks. Aqua does take a bullet in the process. However, now can uncontested watch both lines. They're going to overcommit. No! Just watch that back platform. Make sure nobody crosses it, and you win. Oh, they're really committing. They could get absolutely slammed by South if they're not careful. Luckily, nobody is South right now, but that is a risky push. Committing. Antics straight ahead. Care straight ahead. Aqua doesn't see it. Antics is capping. Aqua's gonna full commit. Unable to get it. As Care is gonna shut it down, and We Cares takes Subway. I have to know, was he visible? Yes. Oh, but barely. That is such a pixel to be able to shoot at. You could barely catch a toe. As that is gonna be Subway. There is your map 3. 3-0. Who would have guessed it? Insane. We Cares takes it over Duncan. You guys have a fantastic night. It has been an absolute pleasure, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Flash does not connect. Pre-fire comes out from Shinobi in the back line. Select Pie. Fighting 1v5. Pounds pushes up. Very nice. C4 comes out, does not connect. Peas commits to the swing up top. This is a game of peekaboo. Shinobi takes down Peas, just Smith left. A frag at one point.